will be recorded this evening as well, so that you can always go back to see this video. Next, we'll have greetings from our Superintendent, Dr. Joris M. Ray.
There's no sound. Yeah, I can't hear anything either.
Yeah, she's going to start again with sound. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm so excited to welcome you back to the best school year ever. Monday, August 31st, will kick off a year like none that we've ever experienced. Thanks to you and thousands of dedicated Shelby County Schools employees, we are ready to embrace this new virtual world together. Even though students can't be in our classrooms or hallways, yet our principals and teachers are ready to welcome everyone back with exceptional hospitality and grace. As you support your student in their virtual work, I also ask that you extend grace in these unprecedented times as well. None of us asked to have our world turned upside down, but now it's up to us to make the most of this moment in time. Strong schools go hand in hand with a strong community. Last week, you came out in record-breaking numbers during device deployment. You called and emailed and tweeted your encouragement in ways that our staff has deeply appreciated. You set up areas in your homes from which virtual learning can occur. You have truly been wind beneath the wings of the district. Now it's time to start the new school year. It's likely we won't always get everything perfect, but we will always be working to make sure we're doing what is best for your children. Thank you for your support, because you know that we are stronger together. Coronavirus will not defeat us. We are 901.
Thank you so much. And as we continue on, as you know, earlier this week we had our device distribution day for Dexter Elementary School. That was all had on the 25th. As you know, we are continuing each day from 8 to 6 at all of our distribution sites. If you have not received your device, tomorrow they have closed down all of the device distribution sites due to the weather. However, they are going to open up on Saturday and possibly Sunday, but we want you to continue to look at the Shelby County Schools website in order to get that information, so that you can make sure that your children have their devices up and running on Monday. So again, you don't have to go directly to Cordova High School. You can go to some of the other sites as you know as well. Also, additionally, we are continuing with our parent orientation nights. All of this is the last night for our orientation nights. We have had those throughout this week. Tonight is kindergarten, then also second grade. As we could continue to the next slide, we also have our instructional resource pickup days. We picked up kindergarten through second on Wednesday, and then also today was third through fifth. If you have not had the opportunity to pick up your your child's resources, we will be available tomorrow until 2, from 9 until 2, coming around the front driveway around the school. A member of our team will get that information to you. Also, you should have access to our school calendar for the upcoming school year. You have our, we know we start the school on the 31st, but with us starting a few weeks back, I just want you to know that all of our week-long breaks, our fall break, our Thanksgiving break, spring break is still the same. However, the school year will end June 16th, and our second semester will actually begin February the 8th. So we do have that on all of our social media platforms as well. Also, your supply list, we have listed all of the supplies that's needed for this school year. And we do know that this is challenging times for all of our families. And at this point, one of the things that we have been talking about is that grace, extending that grace. And our thing is, if you have the basics, you are fine. As long as our children can log in, and once we get inside of our learning domains, we will be able to help them out. So get what you can. If you can't get everything on the list, your child will still be successful during this virtual time away. Just so you'll know, this is our admin team for this school year. We have LaTrenda Hicks coming in the 3rd year as assistant principal here at Dexter Elementary School. And we also have our instructional facilitator and our PLC coach, Rebecca Billingsley, for this school year. We're readily available to assist you with any of your needs that you have throughout this school year. We do have our team of teachers and support, over 100 staff members at Dexter Elementary School. Our kindergarten teachers will introduce themselves a little bit later, but also for Department of Exceptional Children's Services, we do have Ms. Burdine, who will be servicing our students with disabilities this school year. Also, our clue for the early stages, the early grades, will be Ms. McCullough. And then also for our social and emotional learning, we do have a new school counselor, Ms. Sherman, who will be taking that position and meeting with all of our students as well. As we continue, just some things about the upcoming school year. Our school hours for consistency across the district, we are going to 8 to 3. And our mission is still the same. That's to provide a supportive and fun classroom environment and to encourage students to engage daily here, at the school. So again, we're 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we do ask that our students, and the teachers will talk about it, it will look a little bit different for kindergarten because of the staggered entry, but once we all are together, it will again be 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Virtual norms for parents and students. Just so you'll know, Dexter Elementary School, even if we were in brick and mortar, all students here learning from in the school, we do not have a uniform policy here at the school. However, we do have a universal dress code that we're asking all of our scholars this school year, and that's to come just decent, make sure that they're covered up, no pajamas, but just making sure that how they go out or to school and everything, and that's what it will be. So it's no specific dress code or uniform policy, as long as the students come with appropriate dress, no pajamas. The learning space, that we try to ask that you be consistent with the learning space, that it's a clean, space, that is flat, that students can, write and do those things as well. Conduct as well, the teachers will go over that, but we are still following the Shelby County Schools Code of Conduct. Teachers will also still be able to refer students to the office. We will still be making Parent Connect calls and those things as well. They will tell you about different ways of raising your hand, signaling for the teacher, and throughout the day you will have restroom breaks and educational brain breaks so that you won't be continuously eyes drawn on the screen all of the time. School programming highlights, like we said before, our SEL, social emotional learning, will be by our professional school counselors, and then daily by our teachers. Ms. Sherman will be our K through 2 counselor. Then also we have our Clue and Exceptional Children with Ms. McCullough and Ms. Burdine serving the younger students. Our comprehensive virtual academic program is new and throughout our devices. Our students will still be able to participate in our music, art, library, physical education, and computer classes this upcoming school year. Typical school day, our students will still get their subject areas, time on task with the elementary curriculum for digital learning with reading, language arts, writing, math, science, social studies, special areas, like we said, with the arts, and then also intervention. Our students will also have intervention time, 45 minutes per day, and then they will also have their brain breaks, a recess that will be embedded within the daily schedule. Parent responsibilities, what we do ask of our parents as we continue to work together to get through this new space. Online learning is continuously complemented for its ability to mirror individual needs and reflect a conducive environment at a peer person level. This style creates high achievers, but the appropriate environment, especially for younger students, can set a stronger scenario for success. So what we are asking for our live classroom interaction is that parents, as you are starting to gear up for the start of school, build a schedule with your child that's consistent, meaning each day they go to bed around the same time, they wake up early, in the morning at the same time, get their breakfast, they have routines. Want you to model hard work and persistence. Set up a designated workspace that's consistent and the same each and every day. Get to know this online learning platform that we do have and review daily assignments and submit those assignments. Continue to review your child's grades via Power School and stay in communication with your student's teacher. And they're going to tell you more information this evening about how you stay involved and stay in contact with them each and every day. Also, remember the independent learning, complete assignments, the reading, math, science, and social studies throughout the school year, and then to complete iReady lessons in reading and math this year as well. Attendance requirements are the same this school year. If your student is going to be absent, we do still ask that that you supply a note, that communication platform with your teachers. We have a new attendance secretary, Ms. Boykins. Then also Ms. Brooks. Teachers and admin will also reach out to you when the attendance issues begin to arise. So again, if your child is going to be absent, we do want you to still email your child's teacher to let them know so that we can mark attendance appropriately in the system. Lunch pickup, we will have Dexter Elementary meal distribution on Thursday and Friday. The time is down here on the side. We're going to have multi-day meal packs will be available to pick up to reduce the number of times that families actually have to come to campus. There will be a modified menu, and all you'll have to do is log on, and we're going to go to the next slide, and you'll see this form that you'll just have to complete, and it will go over to our nutrition manager, and those meals will be available and off of Charles Bryan in our bus pickup lane in the back of the school off of Charles Bryan on those Thursday and Fridays. As we continue with the next slide. How to access online learning materials. We want you to remote learning plans. Everything will be in the device. So we want you to identify all the digital resources that teachers, students, and parents will have available. Please identify any steps or directions parents may need for helping students access Clever, iReady, or the supplemental resources and the Wonders curriculum. All will be available once the students log into the device, and the teachers will share more information throughout the presentation this evening. Last thing that we are asking from all of our kindergarten students, again, welcome to Dexter Elementary School. We are so excited to have you here with us, but we try to stay connected, and we ask that you stay connected on all of our social media platforms. Like us on Facebook. We're high on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, a Class Dojo, and also our website. We will also give out robocalls and emails as well. So throughout the course of the day, throughout the year, we all announcements we try to put on all of our social media. We just want you to follow, like us, so that you can stay abreast of all the things that are happening at Dexter Elementary School. So at this time, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful kindergarten team, and they will take the rest of this presentation on to give you more information as it pertains to the upcoming school year. Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Hello, kindergartners and parents. My name is Miss Goffner, and this will be my first year in the kindergarten, joining the kindergarten team, fourth year here at Dexter. I am so excited to be teaching your children this year. We're going to have a fantastic year. A little bit about me: I enjoy spending time with my two dogs and singing with the symphony chorus. If you've had an opportunity to be in the back of the school by the teacher parking lot, the pickup lane with the riders, the learning garden is a little bit on my plate. So I'm very excited that we have a learning garden at Dexter Elementary. I'm excited to be joining you, and going to have a great year.
Good afternoon. My name is Felicia Elliott. I am a native of Ashland, Mississippi. I have been a resident of Memphis, Tennessee since '95. I am the proud parent of two daughters, Shanicia and Jessica. This is my second year teaching here at Dexter Elementary as a kindergarten teacher. I am so excited about this upcoming school year and can't wait to meet you all. My contact information is elliottf@scsk12.org. School number 901-416-0355. Google number 901-729-477. Again, I'm excited about this school year and can't wait for this virtual experience with your child. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Miss Gullett. I'm excited for this school year, and I just wanted to say this is my third year teaching kindergarten here at Dexter, and I taught preschool before that. I do have my master's degree in elementary education. I also have two doggies, and I've been married for 2 years, and I'm just excited and can't wait to meet all of you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Dalton. I was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. I have a 1-year-old little girl named London. This is my third year teaching kindergarten here at Dexter Elementary. I have a master's degree in early childhood education, and I'm so excited about being your child's kindergarten teacher this year, and I look forward to a fantastic school year. My email address is daltonc1@scsk12.org, and my Google phone number is 901-501-6343.
Hi, this is Stephanie Angotti, and I've been in the education field for 21 years. This will be my second year at Dexter. I taught third grade last year, and I'm excited to be part of the kindergarten team.
Hi, I hope everyone can hear me. I am Miss Ogden. I am another kindergarten teacher here at Dexter. This is going to be my 5th year of teaching and my 4th year here at Dexter. I am a graduate of the University of Mississippi in 2016. And in my spare time, as you can see, I like to spend my time reading, exercising, and staying at home with my husband and cat. I am looking forward to having a fantastic year with you all.
Hello, parents, and welcome to the Dexter family. My name is S. Hall because we have another Hall at Dexter Elementary. I don't want you to get us confused. I am S. Hall in kindergarten. I am a native Memphian, and I have been teaching for 13 years. 11 of those years have been in kindergarten and 2 years in third grade. I've been married for 35 years to my wonderful husband, and I have 3 daughters, one of which works for Shelby County Schools as well as a counselor. I love to hang out as a family. Everybody that knows me knows I love to shop. So if you ever see me in the mall sometime, just say hello. Not now, it's COVID time. And dine out in restaurants, not now, but when it's after COVID, and to travel. My contact information is below. Welcome to Dexter, and I'm happy to be your child's virtual teacher for this year.
Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Monken. I'm the ESL teacher for kindergarten and for second grade. So I have a master's degree in teaching English to speakers of other languages. It's my 3rd year here at Dexter as well. Kindergarten is my favorite. I love it. I'm so happy I get to meet all my students from diverse backgrounds and just bring everyone together and see how everyone's language improves during the year. So if you're, I'll be reaching out to you if any of your kids will be in my class, but if they are, we'll be learning the same thing as everyone else, just with extra support. And my contact information is at the bottom. Nice to meet everyone.
Okay, let's get started. Here are all of our communication information if you all want to take a picture or a screenshot of it. As stated before, our virtual school day is from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. Students will join live lessons by clicking the join button from their team's calendar. Make sure that students join the meeting schedule for the correct day. So if you look on the left tab, once you log in, it will say calendar, and you will click there and go to the day and click join. Once you click join, you will access the team's lesson. There will be different tabs located at the top of the page to view your child's schedule. If you have tech trouble, no problem. Dexter is in the process of establishing a technology support team that will be reached online. All parent technical questions can be submitted there. You may also call the school or district IT line for immediate support. Here's the school number and the district number. Weekly communication. So in kindergarten, we send out a weekly newsletter that would include the skill sets for the week and any upcoming events that will be taking place and any other things that the teachers need to let you know. We'll also have a 9-week snapshot of what we will be learning about in each subject. So be sure to check out both of those.
All right, kindergartners, we're going to ease. School will start next week. However, you will not attend every day next week. You will be assigned one day that will be your first day of school. If your teacher hasn't already reached out to you yet, we will be reaching out to you soon to let you know which day is your day. We will meet with 3 or 4 students each of those days. They'll meet with their teacher. We will be doing an activity called a kindergarten readiness inventory. It gives us as teachers great information to be able to personalize and individualize your classes and your instruction. It gives the students an opportunity to show what they know. The day, your first day, will look like this. From 8 to 8:30, we will meet, we'll introduce each other, we'll have a fun activity or a game, we'll talk about the KRI assessment, Then we'll roll into some classroom rules and procedures, expectations, discuss the schedule and how that looks, and familiarize yourself and the students with the basic functions of the Microsoft Teams. Then one student will remain with the teacher while the other students log off. We will complete kindergarten readiness inventories during your designated hour of instruction. There'll be two students who will have assigned times in the morning and two students who will have assigned times in the afternoon. And then at 2:00, we'll all come back. The students that were assigned for that particular day will log back in together and we'll have a closing activity to talk about our day, to debrief and talk about next steps. Some of the things we'll be looking at during the inventory are some math skills and some reading skills. Do you know your numbers? Can you name letters? Do you know the different color names? And are you able to recognize words that rhyme? Then, starting on September 8th, running for 2 weeks until the 18th, we will be running half-day sessions. You will be assigned a group, either Group A or Group B. If you are in Group A, you'll log in the morning and have instruction with your teacher in the morning. And then in the afternoon, you'll have some independent work to do on your own. If you're in Group B, you'll have that independent work in the morning, and then you will log on with your teacher in the afternoon. Your teacher will determine if you are in the Group A or the Group B, and they'll reach out to you to let you know. All of this is to prepare students for an expectation of a full day that will begin the week of September 21st. Here's the outline of that Group A that I mentioned, the half day, specifically starting with a morning huddle at 8 o'clock, rolling into some whole group instruction with English language arts from 8:30 to 9:30. Then we get a good brain break, stretch and look out and share something to make sure that we're ready then to roll into our math hour from 9:30 to 10:30. Another brain break, and then a closing huddle. You'll have lunchtime, and then you'll work on your independent work. The Group B would flip the schedule. So they would have their independent practice in the morning from 8 until 11, then break for their recess lunch from 11 to 12, and then log on with their teacher from 12 until 3. Then, beginning the week of September 21st, get a good night's sleep, get a good breakfast, because we will be running classes all day long. You can see our morning advisory time at the beginning, rolling into some intervention time. Then our English language arts block will run from 9:30 until lunchtime at 11:30. We'll have a quick brain break from 12 to 12:10. Then students will log on with their support. They'll have art class, they'll have music class, PE, spend some library time, computer time, from 12:10 to 1:05. And then in the afternoon, we have our math block, followed by some recess time. We'll have some good time during recess. We'll close the day with some science and social studies, and then finally, we will debrief at the very end of our day. Now, Ms. Gullett is going to talk more in detail about all of those learning blocks.
Thank you, Ms. Goffner.
You're welcome.
As stated earlier, we are going to start the day at 8 o'clock, but we do recommend arriving 5 minutes before. Make sure breakfast is completed, eaten, whatever you need to do. So logging on 5-10 minutes before, making sure everything works. So we will, teachers will activities for their students to do. Sometimes during the do now part, getting used to everything, logging in. And then we'll also have a morning meeting, just going over how they are feeling, going over days of the week, months of the year, just doing some social emotional learning activities for the students to get to know each other. and also, as mentioned earlier, doing fun icebreaker activities. All right, so there will be a tab available in your teams, and you'll click on probably the assignments tab, depending on your classroom, and you can access the Do Now assignment. You'll be given an amount of time to complete and receive that feedback. The standards are aligned with tasks, and they will be completed independently. So an example of what we might do is draw and label something with the letter B, or a math question like, I have 3 apples, Sally gave me 2. How many apples do I have? So it's like little things just to get them going and get them started. Also in the morning meeting, we'll go over the calendar, days of the week, months of the year, and just remember to encourage your child to participate in the morning meeting. We want to just keep it interactive and fun. Also, we'll be working on recognizing letters, sounds, high frequency words, identifying punctuation, and or capitalization. Our RTI block is from 8 to 9:15. And what our RTI block is, our response to instruction and intervention. It's going to target specific deficit skills in small groups using activities assigned from the diagnostic tool FastBridge. So we're going to kind of figure that out with KRI this next week, and we're also going to assess them using FastBridge. And examples of RTI activities, we'll get onto Clever and log in and completing lessons in iReady. Also, it can look like practicing your high frequency words, letter sound recognition, and formation practice, number identification, and sequencing. All right. And that's it for me.
Hi. The ELA block is the next part. We start at 9:15 to 11:30, and it is live engagement, which means we will be the teacher will be teaching. We'll be doing performance-based objectives. We'll do whole group instruction, read alouds, listening comprehension, shared reading, writing, and those foundational skills. Our new ELA curriculum for this year is Wonders. And Wonders has a lot of interactive games and activities, decodable readers, big books, and letter sound cards that we will be using. Lunch will be 11:30 to 12 every day. So your child will take time to eat a balanced lunch at home. You may have gotten it from SCS. As Principal Sergeant mentioned earlier, meals can be picked up on Thursdays from 9 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 on Friday. And 1 to 5 or on Fridays from 7 to 9. And he gave you more information about that. Then we'll have a brain break. As you can see the little graphic on there, Go Noodle. Go Noodle is one of our favorite things to do. It has lots of fun songs and movement just to get the juices flowing and give them a little time to get the sillies out. And then from 12:10 to 1:05 will be those support classes, music, PE, art, library, and computer. And they will access those through a link in their calendar, just like they do for their regular kindergarten class.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the math block. Our math block is from 1:05 to 2:05. Live engagement means there will be a live teacher teaching at that time. Our math instruction will include a do now, a fluency practice, an application problem, a concept development, a debrief, and an exit ticket. And we'll get more into detail with that when we reach module 5 and later. A glimpse into Eureka Math. These are the items that we will use when we're working with the math. We have a student workbook. We have a student whiteboard. I think you picked those up the other day with your instructional resources, Unifix cubes, We have an example of a fluency.
Miss Ogden, I think we lost Miss Hall.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Of course, with the
there she is.
storm, I'm sorry with the storm. I'm going in and out, and I apologize, parents. I apologize. I don't know where I left off at. Okay, small group instruction, the time to be determined. It says students will click the channel located at the top of the team screen and enter a breakout session based on the small group schedule, which you'll get that from your teacher. Small group instruction for English, it'll be teacher guided activities that include standards driven instruction. The resources that we will use will be the Wonders, Level Readers, iReady, and other teacher selected resources. For math, it'll be a teacher guided activities that include standards driven instruction, and the resources that we will use will be iReady, Do Nows, and other teacher selected resources. Recess and snack from 2:05 to 2:25 p.m. The teacher will lead students in a creative activities to provide a break from their digital device. These activities could include movement games, Go Noodle, artwork, and other mentally stimulating activities. Social studies and science from 2:25 to 2:55. Live engagement, that means a teacher will be right there with them. That would be a teacher directed instruction to include whole group, collaborative small group assignments, research projects, and independent activities. And these are some of our virtual instructional platforms. You'll hear the kids talking about this, or the teacher may say, please click on this. We use Wonders. We use Zern. We use Mastery Connect. We use Clever. The Teams icon, and then iReady.
Alrighty, so as Principal Sershin already mentioned earlier, I'm going to just reiterate some key policies regarding our attendance and tardies. So we will begin promptly at 8 a.m. So please make sure that your child is logged in and ready to learn then. We will be calling roll through Microsoft Teams, and we will use that list in order to record our attendance in the Power Teacher program. And this is all going to take place in the first 15 minutes of class. If, however, your child is absent for some reason, we will mark them with the absent by teacher code. You may have heard already that SCS has introduced a new absent code to take into account the technical difficulties that many families might experience during this time. So if that does happen, Please email the teacher or contact the teacher somehow within 2 days of an absence, and we'll make sure that that absence note gets into the correct hands. Moving forward to our uniform policy, again, Principal Sershin already mentioned this. Students will not be required to wear a uniform. However, we do expect our students to look presentable, which includes not wearing pajamas. So since we will be learning and teaching digitally through different platforms, teachers are going to specify how a specific assignment is going to be submitted. Some assignments or tasks might be assigned through Microsoft Teams. Other assignments may be assigned through Wonders, which will be accessed through Clever. The teacher will specify which mode will be used to submit an assignment. After an assignment is graded or assessed, we will be recording those in PowerSchool, which you will also have access to. So you can check on your child's progress at any time. Our grading protocol is going to remain the same as the previous school year. SCS is now offering free homework help. This is also available in different languages, as you can see, such as English, Arabic, and Spanish. If you're able to view the phone number, you can call the number 901-416-1234 for free tutoring and homework help. You can also chat with a licensed and certified teacher by visiting the website homeworkhotline.info. So because of these new circumstances and the use of devices, we are anticipating some technical difficulties. You may locate the device toolkit in the digital learning guide in order to find how and where to report lost or broken devices. You can also watch some how-to videos to see the following, such as computer operation and care. This includes tablet operation and care for kindergarten. You'll be able to access student login info, and you'll also be able to figure out how to access Clever. And I will now turn it over to my colleague, Ms. Elliott.
Parent conferences. Conference times will be listed on Team site in the general section. Conferences are scheduled this year on Thursday, October the 1st, 2020, from 4 to 7 p.m. Teachers will set times specific to their schedule. Contact your child's teacher by email or phone to schedule a conference. And our support time, which is the teacher's planning time, will be from 12:15 to 1 o'clock p.m. each day. Birthday celebrations. Everyone's birthday is important. We will acknowledge your child's birthday during morning meeting. We ask that birthdays are celebrated outside of the virtual space, and please follow CDC guidelines for social distancing. See link, CDC guidelines for social distancing. Supply list. Supply lists can also be found on the Class Dojo app or at Dexter Elementary. Additional supplies may be requested upon return to in-person learning. And on behalf of the kindergarten team, we thank you. Well, on behalf of the kindergarten team, we thank you for participating in our first virtual open house. If you have any questions or concerns, please place them in the chat box.
Again, thank you so much, kindergarten team. Excellent job. And at this time, I know that the way that we've logged in, some parents, you may not be able to use that chat feature. So we will be available for a few moments before we gear up for our second orientation that's going to take place shortly. So at this time, if you have any questions that the team or I can answer at this time, we are available. You'll just have to unmute yourself. Okay.
Yeah, yes, I have a question.
Okay.
My name is Shantae Gibson, and my son name is Marcus Gibson. For the standard entry day, so they do log on at 8, and then they'll take a break and come back on for their time that the teacher gave us, right?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Thank you.
you're welcome.
I have a question too. My son is in kindergarten right now. I checked his teams and he hasn't been added to any classes or any team. I was worried if it was a problem or y'all haven't added students yet.
No, we are currently in the process of adding. You should have them in by Monday. But we're in the process right now of adding all students into teams.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hmm.
I have a question.
Okay.
My name is Nicole Mize. My son is Tyler Mize, and he receives speech therapy services. Do we know who the speech therapist is in the kindergarten class this year?
Yes, your teacher will be following up and submitting his name to the speech therapist, Miss Noble. Yes.
Miss Noble?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. If they haven't already done it, they may have already done it, if they know.
Okay.
All right. Any more questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
My name is Ashley Greer. My daughter is Courtney Cash. I'm just making sure that she needs to log on at 8 a.m. on the 31st for the inventory and preparedness. And then after that, I took a couple of screenshots, just making sure that, so is there going to be full days of school before the 21st of September, or I'm just confused about the schedule.
Next week is staggered entry. They'll come for one day. Your teacher probably should have already reached out to you by now. The next 2 weeks from the 8th until I think the 18th, there will be half days. You'll come either team A or team B, the top of the day or the bottom, the morning or the afternoon. And then the week of September 21st, you'll come the whole week. Starting the whole week, September 21st. We're trying to slowly get them acclimated to being on the camera and virtual.
Okay.
Courtney's mom, Courtney is in my class. I don't have a number on you. It's not a number in our power school, but I reached out on Class Dojo as well. So if you could give me your number, I'll give you a call after the meeting.
All right. Thank you, Miss Dalton.
Okay, so I have a question. Sorry.
You go on. I'm sorry. I wait.
I'm Jennifer Carroll. I'm Kaylee Carroll's mom. I just want to make sure. So her day is Wednesday, so she doesn't have to log in on the 31st or the 1st. She
No.
just has to log
That's
in
correct.
on. Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So she can sleep in on Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Miss Gibson, this is Miss Elliott, Marcus's teacher. Your staggered entry day is Tuesday, August the 1st, and you're logging at 8, but his assessment will be from 12:15 to 1:15.
September 1st.
I mean September 1st. I apologize. Yes, I'm going backwards.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
apologize.
But
Thank you, Miss Ogden.
He does log in at 8, right? On Tuesday?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
So we have a question in the chat box from Kay Cleveland. Are we expected to be like we are online with our child as they are online as they transition between activities? So the first day of kindergarten, sometime next week when it's your child stagger day, we will be going over as many details as we possibly can to get them acclimated to using Microsoft Teams independently. So we're going to talk and show them the main features that they will need to have access to. But of course, since this is completely new for everyone, some support may be, I don't want to say required, but it may be beneficial to your child. If that is not possible, as I know it's not for many parents that that are working during school hours, it may be helpful to try to log in before their stagger day is, just to try to get them acclimated in advance. But like I said, teachers will be meeting just with 3 or 4 students next week, so we'll be giving as much individualized instruction as we possibly can. And there's another question in the chat box, wondering about their child, Addison Perry. I'm not sure who Addison Perry's teacher is. Oh,
I have Addison Perry. I left you a voicemail earlier today. Addison's stagger entry day will be Wednesday, September 2nd, and her assessment time will be from 1:15 to 2:15 p.m. And she will log in that day at 8 o'clock.
I have a question.
Yes.
Yes, my name is Iksan. I'm the father of Abia Salasmanto. I joined the meeting late due to the technical issue I had in my workplace. So is there any way that I could access the recording or the PowerPoints that you have shared from the beginning?
Principal
Yes.
Surgeon, will we
Yes.
be loading it on YouTube? Yes.
We will load everything up. It should be finished processing sometime this night, tonight, and then we will upload it on our social media platforms, and then we'll probably send out a link to all of our parents showing that all K through 5 links are available, specifically after the next one at 6:15, and then we'll be able to upload all of them.
Thank you so much. I have 2 more questions. One is the schedule for my son, Abiesa. I know Mrs. Hall told me that I have an appointment with her on Tuesday at 9:15.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'll talk to you about that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And also, Mr. Principal, I would like to ask you about my oldest son's device. So,
Yes, you're cutting in. You're cutting in and out.
In and
but
out.
I can tell you this. I have put in that request to our district office, to one of our associate superintendents, because that shouldn't have happened. And I told them that you had gone back and forth to 2
Yes.
other locations, and they gave you the same, information. But they're actually researching that information. I wanted to be able to give you a clear answer once they got back with me. But I sent that actually to my boss and to one of the assistant superintendents about someone, giving out your child's device and everything, and it wasn't you that received it. So hopefully I should receive something this evening, but I do have your contact information and email, and once I get the information from our district office, I'm going to forward you that information.
Thank you, sir.
And I do apologize about that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And I think Miss Elliott, you already talked to Miss Latoya Thomas about Perry's Day. I was seeing one that was in a chat box.
For Miss Elliott students, I will give you out an individual text on Class Dojo with your information. I left voicemails, but I will go back and send you a text through Class Dojo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I believe any more questions before we log out again. I want to thank
I'm sorry for asking too many questions.
No,
but
go ahead.
As you can tell, I come from Indonesia, and this is my second year of doing my PhD at a seminary here. But as you know, my English is not fluent, and as my wife's either. So, and I have seen the presentation that you have shared, and I think it will require pretty good grasp of English, both of me and also my wife's. So is there any way that I could get special assistance in case I will not be able to accompany my son in his study because of the limitation of my wife's English?
Yes, we do have some supports that's available. I don't have my class roster list right here because I will make sure that that's known for the teacher. And then also we will make sure that we note that within our ESL department, but then also our other foreign languages supports that we do have within Microsoft Teams. So I was trying to, I'm not sure the homeroom that's set up in, but I have your information, but I will make sure of that and make sure that the teacher and the district is aware, of that. I just don't have my class rosters right here in front of me. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. No problem. And continue, if you have those questions and everything, continue to send us emails and the teacher emails. And then if they don't know the answer, they'll probably forward it to me. If I don't know the answer, I'll send it to district office support to get those answers for all of our families.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. No problem at all. No problem at all.
Good evening.
Okay. You too. Well, everyone, I believe that is it. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us. Kindergarten teachers, great job this evening. And you had some other of our colleagues that joined us today. We're looking forward to a great start of the school year. And we're going to be practicing grace, but we're going to continue to build a culture of excellence every day the Dexter way. You all have a great evening. And staff, I will see you all tomorrow. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.